Welcome back everybody to the channel. We're back on Mario Kart World, and we've got a transition track. This looks like it's Salty Speedway, yeah. I think it's Salty Speedway. And we're headed over to Great Question Block Ruins, which is always a fun one to do. Last episode was really weird, didn't have many players, because the lobby's really small. I could not tell you why. Lobby feels much bigger, this one, so hopefully it'll make for a more entertaining game. I'm trying to pick up drop boosts where people move so much. Like, obviously I think it's to avoid giving away drop boosts, but it's still fun to think about. But yeah, we've got decent items in hand. We've got, we've expended the triple mushrooms, sure, but we're now in second with triple red. Which is great, because if I need to eliminate first place from their well, we've lost most of our reds, but it is A-okay. We got double item box, which is kind of cool, but unfortunately we got Piranha. I would like not to take an unnecessary hit from the Wowzers, from the star player. I have a sneaking suspicion I would have been I didn't notice that there were so many bananas involved. We're gonna need better items, obviously, leading up to the actual question block ruins, because these are short tracks. The transition isn't very long, and there's a lot of room for error on one lap of Great Question Block, and very little time to make up for it. Especially when you don't get an item, Jesus. I did that to protect myself because it was so crowded, but I think it's gonna come back to bite me in a sec. No, I was meant to drift! That bullet must have hit me out of my drift. I need a double item here for sure, and it needs to be very, very good. Like, I'm talking bullet good. Yeah, we can make that work. In fact, we're gonna go for the shortcut and use the bullets to make up for it. Yeah, sure. That feels like a bullet extension if there ever was one. Hopefully it catches people off guard on the glider. But this is not a great result to start the game. I think we stole a few spots with the mushrooms. The 14th, unfortunately, is probably going to cost me a few points. I'm quite a bit out of practice. Ooh, we have some quite good players in the lobby, so at least we didn't lose too many points. That's definitely for the positive. Alright. We'll take it as it goes. Okay, so the next course is Faraway Oasis, and I counted. I think we're at a 21-player lobby, which is honestly really good compared to last time, because we were, like, struggling to maintain 9, like, or 8 most of the time, so there's definitely something for the positive. I'm also on... Oh, damn, I didn't get an item. I'm also on severe crunch time to get this video out, because you're going to be seeing it the same day that it comes out, because I didn't have any time to record the video this weekend. And that is partially a lie, because I did have time, but you see, I found myself doing a little... Jesus Christ, we've lost an item twice. I found myself doing a lot of off-camera exploration in Silksong, and yeah, that was a... Is that a helicopter up there? Incredible. Oh, come on. We still haven't gotten an item and we're in lap 2. The fact we somehow have a... That was first at a point. It's fine, because no one has an item now going into lap 2, but I hit a banana, that was foolish. And yeah, basically I'm on crunch time because I played a lot of Hollow Knight Silksong, and I'm pleased with myself on the whole. I don't regret what I did, but I do have to be realistic and accept that the error of my ways also means that I'm going to... oh my, oh my. The error of my ways is going to be the factor that prevented me from uploading on Saturday, so I'm gonna have to live with that, and yeah, I'm completely fine with the prospect of missing the upload on Saturday, because I can just post on Sunday at that point. It ain't that deep. But we have really good items we can use to make a shortcut count out here. because 2 mushrooms is all you need to cut off all that off-road, and I'm gonna chain this out just in case another shot comes along, and maybe, just maybe, it's not gonna let me do the shortcut, so I'm gonna go a bit wide. And I think a 7th is fine in this lobby, is it not? There are a lot of higher level players. But yeah, I was trying to explain basically. I played a lot of Hollow Knight Silksong, and I did some exploration. I killed a couple of cool bosses that were off to the side. So now that when we do next stream, maybe it'll be tomorrow, I will have the liberty to play the main story, because that's what's getting to me. So I have to admit, I've had this little this thing going on ever since I put the, we're 3 laps of Whistle Top Summit by the way, but ever since I put the face cam onto the game, I ended up suffering I ended up veering off the track, unfortunately. I'm basically playing with OBS open as my only means of streaming my monitor to my PC screen. But that also means that it also means that my monitor now has the face cam even on my perspective on. So I slightly block off the absolute left of the screen. But I can live with that. That is a-okay, and we're just gonna take as much shortcut as we can there, just because I need to get out of people's hair. Oh, I didn't expect that. We'll just chain this out because we end up on the off-road anyway. And yeah, we'll try murder this motherfucker. Yeah, and we're kind of just dealing with that in the bottom left of my screen. I can live with it, it's fine. I'm going to try and stay out of the way of that boomerang. And try to understand why God let that, didn't let me, oh, we're fucked. That bump of the player was surprisingly helpful. That was pretty cool, but I didn't do it at a good angle at all, and I ended up losing a ton of spots anyways. Yeah, that happened. I really wish I could fully understand what the necessary angle for a a rail grind is, because it's not something I understand very precisely, but it's something I'm going to have to deal with. And I'm going to start firing off this gold right here, right now. And I'm going to try cut off as much off-road as is humanly possible. What did I hit? That's absolute chaos. I don't know what position we're coming. I think if we did... Okay, I was gonna say if we did top 10, we were gonna have done well for ourselves. Because that was disgusting, that ending. We lost 1 VR is hilarious. But we can live with it. It's completely okay. It's okay, it's okay. We'll make it up in another race. We'll make that. I can't lie, I was a bit blind there. I think we're going to Desert Hills, but I really didn't see which track it was exactly. It kind of looks like Desert Hills if you squint your eyes and look at the map and pretend that it's textured, but yeah, I think we're going to Desert Hills. We'll find out for sure once we actually get there. I'm gonna just, yeah, release that early, just to get onto the wire. I can let players overtake me, and I just maintain a bit of a safer place, and I can hop in for an item just like that. In fact, I might just go for it again, because again, it is safer. And we get some free coins here whilst we're at it, and I can trick to the left and get a glider, which actually ended up helping me skip a couple of people, which is quite nice. Usually I'm used to these hurting you more than they help you. I think there's a bastard. Yeah, there was a big bastard behind me. I can live with that though. And there's a super horn behind me that I can't really live with. I can't lie, it felt personal and anti-Semitic. Not sure if I can say that. It was a joke. But yeah, I have a lot of coins. There's a lot of coins on the track. I'm gonna try, I was hoping that I could avoid that red shell by letting someone else eat it, but that liberty was taken away from me. We are definitely on Desert Hills though. We're doing it backwards, which is strange. Because I forgot how we don't have items and that person shock dodged, we're fucked. To be fair, there's still an item set in play. However, I'm gonna have to settle for a single item set for sure. And now I'm gonna have to pray that this guy's gonna squeeze me. It is crazy how, because everyone got the items at the same time, the triple mushrooming across all that off-road did nothing to help. No, this game is tough when there's a lot of players, and you're not the most skillful person in the lobby. That was a main contributing factor. We unfortunately lost 37 there. We just need one good result, and we're gonna end up gaining quite a bit just because there are good players in this lobby. We gotta push Soul Transition Track from here the way to Mario Bros. Circuit. As I was saying earlier, like, the real reason I'm on crunch time, because I could just upload this later, but the thing is, in about 2 hours I have to finish filming this, edit it, which isn't that hard, but does take time. There probably is a way just to force your item out faster, and I just don't know it. I think if you, back in 8, you were able to just click the item in your hand to force it to come out faster. That's actually pretty good items. I've got triple mushrooms, boo, which essentially makes me immune to getting booed. So I definitely want to make use of that. And I have a shock dodge in hand, essentially. So this boo is something I'm gonna hold on to. I'm gonna try hold on to this mushroom, just so I can in the future take a better shortcut, or reset my momentum, because that's what I'm gonna have to do there. Holding on to a boo for way too long is definitely something that can punish you. Not getting a boost from passing through that is really troublesome. I thought it was gonna at least reset my momentum. That is really, really poor. We're at the actual track now. I'm suspecting that... I'm gonna try get these coins, but I'm suspecting that the shock is either in front of me, or is at least gonna happen soon. So I'm gonna pick up this item and use the boo. And I should be able to drift through here, yeah, on it. Unfortunately, we didn't see the shock, so I can only assume the worst is going to happen to me now. And I'm gonna start using it here, because I do actually have time to better utilize my triple mushrooms on shortcuts. Yeah. We're on for fourth, which is honestly really good. And I think if we play our cards right, we might have just stolen first. Hey! That went really well. I was expecting a late shock. That's fantastic! That's gonna make up for the lost points. Let's go! There we go, 73 gained is really nice. That was a very good end game. I judged my items well, which is great. I was concerned. So I've actually never seen it happen this way, but we got Rainbow Road as like offered as you would like a 3-lap course. So we're essentially starting on the actual Rainbow Road. Usually I'm used to heading over there from Peach's Castle and getting the track in proper. We don't have an item, so we do have to be careful. That is very scary. And I saw the Bowser had triple shells. Sure, I'm just gonna get a single and make sure I get something. Yeah, that was bound to happen eventually. I was being an greedy, let's be honest. Pop that coin shell just to get the coins, because that's what it's good for. We just need to maintain some semblance. We just need to maintain coins, really. We came back from nothing in the previous track and went all the way to first, just because we managed our items better. Unfortunately, there isn't any, we'll call it game-breaking, there's no game-breaking shortcuts in this track. At the very end, as in, like, there are shortcuts, don't get me wrong, it's just that none of them feel, you know, fill that role of criminal compliance, where you just skip ahead of people with no business in doing so. I really wonder if I should hold on to this, because it is a shock dodge item, and I do expect a shock will eventually show itself. But at the same time, there's also a lot of track left to go. And I just figure we might see 2 shocks, really. Like, I think I'm just gonna use this here, take the shortcut around. And I'll just go high path to make sure I get an item. We end up getting punished pretty immediately because of the red shell. Okay, I thought the red shell was coming for me and I cycled to my super horn, which was unfortunately unnecessary. That lane shift was intentional, I just didn't want to be behind the Wario. I don't know if it worked out. I think it did. Wow, first place has mushrooms, so that's something to note. It means it's probably ideal to let them stay in first, really, because we've got 2 items that can protect us. And they're not shock dodges, obviously, but we have 2 items that can protect us pretty decently. That felt intimidating. Yeah, they're smart to use their mushrooms now, because you can only expect to see so many blue shells. I'm gonna go wide, because I really just prefer the upper path to enter this section of Rainbow Road. I just feel this sets you up for a better alignment. Yeah, I might be wrong about it, and that might be a sincere ambiguity. I'm just gonna cycle that out, and I will get rid of the green shell once I actually come to pick up a double item set, hopefully. That worked out. Not sure how I'm missing these. No! What a horrible timing! I was considering maybe cycling out my mushrooms and throwing out the boo because we were verge of last lap. But unfortunately it was too little too late. It's okay, there's still time to get decent items because we're in 10th. We're not in a bad position right now. There's room to catch up, for sure. Nice, we got double item box. Okay, there are some off-roads that we can skip on. I'm gonna hold the regular mushroom in my first slot, just in case a boo tries to steal my shit. But we will hold this gold for the very end, because there shouldn't be a shock. And I figure I might be able to skedaddle some positions by skipping through the off-road. And hopefully the gold will last enough even if I get hit. Yeah, so now's a good time. And we should be able to get an item here. We end up not even using it to get the off-road, which is quite funny. I'm gonna hold on to this as protection. There is no point in tossing this coin shell out unless I can guarantee hit someone in the midair. I hope this doesn't punish me too badly. I think we got like 7th or 6th. 7th is honestly not bad. I'm very pleased with that. But yeah, that was pretty good. I think we'll give it one more race, unless if I exceeded like 100-point barrier. Yeah, I don't want to lose any VR. I'm happy with 7734, and I have to get to my biryani boys tonight. They know who they are and they watch this channel, so maybe they'll get the message. I have to start editing this so I can make it in time for biryani night, because that rice and lamb ain't gonna eat itself. So thank you guys for watching. It's always appreciated. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye bye and take care.